Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Well, today is the first cold, crappy day of winter, I guess you'd say. It sucks, but anyways. And they're going downhill from here until May. But anyways, today's cold. It's, well, cold enough that I got ice on my seat. Holy. Rained last night like crazy. And it got really cold last night. As you could see, there's ice. Oh, I didn't have any stuff left in there. But anyways, we're going to do a little cold start here on the Kubota. Now, for some reason, they haven't evolved their engines to start kind of like my John Deere does. You still have to do the preheat, but I'm going to try without preheat here. See what happens. Maybe I'll give her a little juice. Oh, okay, I'm gonna preheat it now. Just because. Give her some heat and then she'll fire right up. No problems. Like that. I was thinking of why it smokes like this. Holy cow. When it's cold. Likely it's pouring a pile more fuel in right now. So it gets going and warms itself up a little bit. Ooh, it actually likes a little more fuel going. See, it doesn't sound like it's running all three cylinders right yet there. Should be fine, but I mean, it's cold. What it's doing, I think it's kind of self-choking kind of thing, you know, like when it's cold, it fires in more fuel there while it warms up, and then it, you know, it's cleaning up now, right? So it's leaning it out a little bit. Just till it gets going and warms itself up a little bit. I think that's kind of why it's doing that. So now it's, you wouldn't even know, right? Nice and clean. That's a lot of smoke for a 10 horse engine. Holy crap. 3-cylinder 10 horse in that. It's craziness. Craziness, they say. Anyways, sounds like she's running pretty good there. And it'll idle up a little bit. And yeah, we should be good to go.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is cool.
Well, we'll give you an update here maybe on the beaver dams if I can get down here without getting too drenched. I don't really want to get drenched first thing in the morning. Well, let's go down and see. Actually looks like it's a bit drier than it was, so we might have maybe got them all. The trapper guy got them all, not me. I'm not allowed to do that stuff, so you got to be licensed in Ontario to be a trapper. It's definitely wet and muddy down here, but it's a lot drier than it was. This was all flooded through here, so... Ooh, that was thick mud. It'll take a little bit for this to get dried out up here, but... Oh, there's still a little bit of a dam here. Damn beavers. Now, I don't know if he has caught more here or what we're gonna find. Kind of looks like maybe not. It doesn't, I don't know. I'm going to try to get through here without getting soaked. And, ooh, have a see look. It's definitely a little bit lower than it was, so I'm wondering if he has got them all. Now, how did I get through here before? Look at this, they were trying to chew on these trees here. Trying to knock these ones down, but I guess he got into so far, and he's like, oh, wait a minute, they're dead, they're no good. They can probably tell by the feel of it, right? So, I'm relying myself on this tree log that's been down here for a wee little bit. And it looks like it's sort of been dammed up again, but I don't know if he's, like over there you can see the upright sticks, these upright sticks. right in behind in here, and this stick is where his trap was. And it sort of looks like it was dammed up again here because he had opened her up a little bit. So there might still be some beavers in here. Maybe. I don't see anything laying over there, and they didn't fix this hole here, so I don't really know. I don't really want to jump across this because I don't have my hip waders on, my chest waders. But he's got 6 beavers out of here so far. That's a lot of beaver. But it does look like something's trying to jam that back up. Those are definitely fresh shoe marks. One bite's done. So, interesting. Geez, I can't really tell if he's still got a trap set over there or not, you know that? There could be one in there too. It's sort of hard to tell. It is kind of not really flowing that fast. I'm not going over there though to see. But he did get one the last time. He got one in this little trench, and he built that thing there. So he actually got 2. One little sort of little guy and a big mother. Oh man, she was huge, about 50 pounds. But anyways, there we go. She's I'll leave it to him for a little more while longer, and he's like, oh, I want to see you go down here and rip this out with the backhoe. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know if I'll get down here or not too easily. She's pretty mushy. It'll have to dry out a little bit. She'll have to dry out a little bit. So, it's funny they don't use these little guys here because they've got all these sharp, sticky, pokey, needly things on them, right? And they don't seem to like that stuff, I guess, because it hurts their face. Anyways, I'm going to make her back, and we got to get the tractor fired up and get the little trailer hooked on. Holy leaping. But this was all flooded in here, so it's actually down a little bit, so I'm kind of wondering if he has got them all. But he says he'll tear out all the stuff when we catch them all, when we see no more evidence of them being in here. I'm like, okay. That's awesome. I could probably drive down here now and tear that out, but I'm not 100% sure if he's still got traps down there or not, so I better leave it alone. Better leave her alone, I guess. Anyways, let's go get the tractor. Okay, little tractor's out. I'm just going to fire him up to let him warm a minute while I look at something inside. That starts awesome. I don't know why the Kubota hasn't come around with something better. That had no glow, no warm, no nothing. It's just as cold in here. Anyways, good idea, guys, about that air compressor stuff here. Wiring. Oh crap! Can I get through here? I can if I pull this trailer head a little bit. Okay. Yeah. See, I was going to just run a big wire like this from the box into the switch inside, and then back into here into these guys. But good idea on the switch for this. Now I just would have to figure out who is what and where. Who is what and where? Now that's a 220 as well, so that's a little. That would have to be a certain kind of switch, I would sort of think. I'm just trying to, oh crap, my electrical box is up in my other shed. I wanted to look at a switch. But let's just pop this little cover off of here, just for fun. If I can find my little screwdriver. Okay. That is, I think it was off. Yes. So inside of here, it just looks like 2 wires. 1, 2. I'm thinking that's probably all there is. That's a ground. Oh man, and a white for, I guess, your neutral. So if I ran a switch, say, where this loop is here, and kept that one hooked, leave this switch on, I I turn the switch, say, on and off here on the black, inside, that should, I do think, create my on-off, remote switch on-off kind of thing. Now the white comes in here. It's going into the box thing there. And I guess it's going out to the motor, but he hasn't used it on here, so I guess the white can just kind of stay where it is, and I put a switch in that. What do you guys think of that? Think that'd work? That'd be pretty simple, I think. I think I should, shoulda be able to do that. I could, you know, just do a test fire of it and pull it out of here, put it in a switch, make another wire and put the wire back in there, and we'll see if that works. Instead of hacking and cutting and, oh crap, that's wrong. I kind of think that should do her though. This thing does need air. It's down to 100 psi. It's actually leaked out overnight a little bit. Or did I must have shut it off. I can't remember. But anyways, I think that might work. See, I'm not an electrical whiz, and you know, I've done a bit of electrical-y stuff, but for some reason every time I go to do it, it's a new thing to me. I don't know why. One of them things, right? So, but I do believe that would work. We keep that hooked on where it is, and then put a switch in this black wire, and the ground will stay, everything will stay, these two will stay the same, and then we put a switch in there. And of course I got all my switches up at the garage on my other shop, so I'll have to try to remember to bring one down and try that out. Anyways, let's go hook up the trailer. We got a little bit of work to do. Okay, we'll crank this feller down. Hopefully she finds herself. I didn't get parked exactly. There we go. Didn't exactly get parked where I should have been. And this thing's pretty much got to come right up so it'll fit in between the frame of the trailer here. So all the way up. Up there somewhere. I don't have the arm down. I was kind of jamming it under here while I was driving, so it would kind of hold it from falling out, but I don't have it there right now. I guess I better not forget that part too, eh? Ooh, that would have sucked. I'm gonna try to drive with it. I don't think it'll go anywhere. But anyways, I'm not going over the bridge with it. That'd be a little bit too much weight, I think, for the bridge. This thing, I don't know what this tractor itself weighs a fair bit. The trailer probably weighs about 700-800 pounds. And the machine on there is 2,000 pounds, so that's a little bit too much weight, I do believe. Holy windy, eh? Anyways, I'm just gonna go to the garage and I gotta load a little bit of stuff. I got a little cremation hole to dig today, but I can't actually show you the digging part of that and anything out there, unfortunately. It sucks, but that's the way she is. And away we go. Oh, she didn't move at all. I think just maybe while I was driving, I probably should, you know, have that thing down and kind of locked kind of thing, and then it won't slide off the back. I think I'd have to be doing some pretty hard turns to get her to slide off the back, but probably once she started going, or if there was maybe a little bit of ice in there or something, it probably would go. So, but anyways, the other day I had a brainstorm and I thought, oh, TSC sells ramps. Let's go look at a pair of ramps. What a frickin' pile of, what do you call it? Whatchamacallit, false advertising. On the box it says 1,000 pounds. I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. I get loading, you know, putting them on, loading them, and then you can see what happened already. Really. And I get loading, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not holding. And I looked in the book, and they says they're actually rated for 500 pounds a piece. And it says 1,000 pounds in the box. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? But anyways, I had to put them together. Put these things on, and as soon as I put them on the trailer and I stepped on them, they actually bent straighter. I'm like, whoa, that's not a good sign. That means I gotta lose weight. No, it means that, wow. I think most of the problem is, like, Erickson, I think, is a pretty good name. Thamesville, Ontario. Oh, I should take them back. But somewhere on the box it said made in China. So The only thing that I think that these things might be good for now is, you know, like when I set up around my grave, if I put, like when I'm setting my lowering device up, if I put these guys along like a header board and then the bigger boards along this way, that might be good for that. Other than that, what I might do is plasma cut along here, save this piece, throw the crap out, and then weld these onto the things that I'm gonna make, and that'll give me some nice grippy stuff, right? They're not too bad grippy, but I don't know, they might still slide a bit. But I think that might be maybe the best idea for them, because like this one's not bad, too bad, but this one's got beat pretty hard here. So I'm like, what a freaking pile of junk, you know? And these were like 179 or something. You know, they're not expensive, but it's like, well, you gotta, you know, have quality. Now, mind you, yeah, okay, I was overloading them, but generally, what they do is give you the guideline of 1,000 pounds, but they'll actually support, or, you know, they over support what they actually say, right? Apparently not with these. So I wasn't too happy with that. Anyways, I'm gonna maybe do a, well, I don't know. I was thinking of doing like a speedy fast time video of, you know, welding these brackets on, but that's, I don't know. It's gonna be kind of boring, I think, for yous. But anyways, we gotta get this cover. This one's a little bit wider than my other ones, and it just, when I dug the other one the other day, I had about this much sticking out. So I'm like, whoa! Pardon my French, I haven't had breakfast yet. That's a hunger burp. Oh, there's a problem I didn't see too. When my hoses aren't hooked up there. They were a little maybe draggy. Are they touching? They're pretty darn near touching. Now I can remedy that if I hook them up, or if I just pull them up here a little bit. That's about the best I can get them. Is that any better? Oh yeah, a little more better. A little more better. So that's another thing I gotta watch too, when this thing squashed down so much. If I go over the road or something, that bottom outlet there on the cylinder is pretty darn close. So I gotta watch that. Probably way overloading these tires. I did check the pressure in them, and I put another 10 pounds in. They were down, supposed to be 50 psi cold. They're down to like 42. So I'm like, oh, I'll put some more in it. But yeah, look at these springs. Oh, poor springs. Poor springs. They're pretty much right flat. But they're not bending the other way, so I'm not too worried about it yet. But if you're taking them down the road, you'd probably want a dual axle. But it was mentioned to throw another axle on this. This guy can help with the load, but I don't think I have room. No, not with the hydraulics there and stuff. And even out back, I think it'd be too far back anyways, and I couldn't really do that either. There's no room for the springs and stuff then back there. So she's only a single axle. That's, you know, if it didn't have the lift hydraulics, she might have worked good for that, but I cannot do her, unfortunately. Oh well. All right, just before we head her down and out, make sure I got some, oh yeah, should be lots in there. I want to kind of see, well, it's down a little bit, but I want to see how far down she goes, because I know the tank goes back a little bit back there, and I think maybe a little bit under this way too. And there's a little light that comes on when you're getting low, I guess. So, and I want to check this stuff. Holy cow. That's actually not too bad. Okay. That's not too bad. I'll get in there. And now we've got 10.4 hours on her. Holy snikes. Sweet. Okay. And I discovered the other day to check your hydraulic fluid, which crap, I'll show you where the filler is on that. Oh! The filler for that is this yellow cap here. Right there, there's your tank. And then to check your level, it's in here. In behind the exhaust pipe there, there's a little window thing. That's where you check your levels. So, yes. Yes, that's pretty cool. Okay, we're just gonna do a little fasty time video here for you, welding this stuff up. I got my fan going in the background, so you're gonna hear that probably kind of sped up a little bit. It's gonna be kind of funny, but anyways, this is the solid welded on. I don't know how long my gas will last. I don't have a whole lot left in that tank, so I might have to restart here again, and yeah, anyways, here we go. nearly made it. Well, I got, no, not quite. I got lots left to do. So we gotta switch tanks. This one's empty. Close her down. Yeah, we got like, I don't know, what is that? 10 cubic foot left there or something. It was running a little higher than that, I think. So anyway, so we'll pull her off of here. I gotta get a wrench and get a new tank. All right, let's get this one off. 1 1/8 inch wrench. Pretty big, yeah. 1 1/8, yeah. This is auto weld, they call it. What I use, it's carbon dioxide and argon gas mixed. Easy to lift this off. Oh, how empty is this one? Yeah, she's pretty much done. And what this stuff does is it shields oxygen from hitting the weld while it's getting welded, and it keeps it from splattering and stuff. It cools the weld a little bit. It's funny, it's just gas, but I guess it's got some weight to it. Must be liquid in there, I guess. I don't know. Okay. This guy's situated here. I kind of always put it over here like this, so it kind of protects the gauges a little bit. Hopefully go in here, alright. There we go. I had one once where the threads were messed up in there. I had to take her back before, you know, I threaded it. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, this isn't right. So I guess they could just re-valve it. They put a new valve in and drive on. I had to change my one end there half for a little bit into the video there. When we were welding there, because it was screwing up. Okay, so let's fire this up here now. See where we're sitting now. Should go up to, oh, I can't even remember now. I don't mark it on this one. Ooh, almost 2,000 psi. Yeah, about 2,000 psi there. Sweet. All right, well, we'll set you back up and we'll finish our welding here. This will be awesome now. All right, well, we're gonna try this here. I'm going to take this guy off of here. I did chop the power. Now, are those an actual ring in there, or are they just a stuffed in dewey? Well, not much to it. I guess there's not much power really going through that. Okay, now what do I got? Wow, that's a little bit bigger than I kind of got here. I really don't want to cut this guy yet until I know for sure that this is going to work. What can I put in there? That's a little bit kind of different kind of thing than I've got. I mean, I could run maybe just one like that. And then I got some the actual wire I'm going to use probably, which actually I probably could just use regular, like automotive wire, but I am going to run some of this crud, that crud through the wall and stuff. So we need, let's see here now, we got a switch here. I'm going to run this. I'm going to run this into our, ooh, wait a minute here. I do have actually some of those connectors. I've got a little bit of a kit here, right? That's my kit of stuff, so I'm just looking here to see. The ones I got aren't that great, but I got one here that might work. I don't have many of those Speeeeed ones like this. I might have to go get a few more. I don't think I got big enough ones for this size of wire. But anyways, let's strip off a bit of this crap. And I just need a chunk of wire out of here. I'll give myself a little extra. It's always easier to cut more off. It's, a bit more of a pain in the butt to put more onto it. Okay, let's chop this. Okay. And I'll use the black. I'm gonna strip. Yeah, this might work. I'm going to strip a bit of this insulation off of here. Oh, that's quite enough. Sorry for kind of covering the light here. Oh, it took too much off. Figures. You can always cut a little more off. It's hard to add more onto it though. Crimp that guy there, so that will go back into our... Oh, wow, that one wasn't even tight. See that? Well, that's a good thing I had this apart, maybe. It's a little better. Holy. So that one will go back into there. Hopefully. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, now, yeah, I need that there. And I need another little piece of wire, I guess, here. Just nothing huge. Let me get a switch here, too. switch. Okay. There's my switch. 99 cents. That's an older one, I think. I think they're a lot more than that now. Okay, so we'll bare this wire off of here. And give her the curl. This isn't exactly the right tool for that. Nope. Sort of curled. Okay. Switch. My switch. And that one can. Now this is just, of course, a test here. That one could go around here. And for corn snakes, I didn't bring the right. The right screwdriver. Okay, now we need to make our little wire that goes from here to the other side of the switch. You know, the switch. So we'll bare some more here. Good. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Pretty much, eh? Pretty much, eh? And we'll chop. I could have just used a chunk of white here, I guess, but I got tons of wire here, so we're just having fun. Have fun, eh? Hey, have fun. And we'll do a nice one for this one. And do the swoops here on that. It's not perfect, but it'll do for our experiment. This one we just need a little bit bared off. For our connector. Now I'll get the right connector in there when I actually put this guy together. Yeah, that'll work, I guess. Okay, so that can get connected as if it was going in our thing here. And this gets connected onto the other side here, in our shop, we'll say. And we're gonna put my little screwdriver. Oh, little screwdriver! Oh crap, where did I put him? Oh no! What did I do with my little screwdriver? I just had him! Probably in my pocket here, I just can't really feel it because my hands are so friggin' cold. Huh. Uh-oh. Oh, there, no, that's a key. Oh, for what? The corn flakes. Where the heck did he go? Oh, he's in my pocket, my other pocket. Holy crap. Alright, I'm not liking the way that's quite crimped there, so we'll give her a little more. There we go. Now I think that technically is on there. So we will flick that to off. That should have enough contact there, I think, to activate here. Now I gotta try to get this thing turned on here. Now that's, the power's off. I turn that on. Don't touch this. Now when I turn this on here, this shouldn't go. Shouldn't go. I guess that's on. That switch is weird. Let me just give her a little bit of a... I guess that's it. So now, when I click this on, we should fire up. freaking awesome, boys. You guys are the absolute friggin' best. That saved me a lot of frickin' around, let me tell you. I don't have to change anything here now. I just have to wire this the long way into. That is friggin' awesome. Man, you guys are SMART. Holy cow, I never even really thought of just tearing this apart and doing that. I just thought, oh, I'll just unhook this, rerun that in there, and do that there, and this here, and save me a pile of work. That's why I love you guys. You guys save me a pile of work. Let's say. So that's awesome. I'm going to try it again here. Alright, I'm just running some wire. And zip tying her on as I go. And what I'm going to do is use both wires in there, and I don't have to run a second wire. Getting SMRT, I think. I hope. So basically the power will be going through one way to the switch, and then of course that wire will end there. Well, I can use the other wire to bring it back to the other side of the switch. So kind of not sort of maybe the right way, but save me running another wire, right? Maybe one more here. I'm not running it through the beams. I don't like drilling through the beams. I don't know, that's kind of a wire holder for you then, but I don't know, I just don't like drilling holes through the beams like that. I've seen some where, holy cow, they've, like up here, so there's one drilled through there. I don't think it's a good idea, but they've drilled, now these are only 6s, but they have 8s usually, but they'll drill. It's like, dude, you've only got like an inch left on each beam now. I don't think that's very good. So I'm not much of a driller, we'll say. Plus it's messy. I got enough mess to clean up now as it is. Okay, so that's good. I got a little bit extra wireage here. I'm going to try to run it through the same hole as the hose. I don't know if I'm going to be successful there or not. Kind of first have to figure out how the frig to get in there to run that. So I got to get the wire back there. And hopefully I've left myself enough. And if not, well, I guess we'll have to run another one. Should be able to slide this out. Just enough to get in there. Now I don't know if you guys will be able to see. I'll be in there stuffing a wire through, hopefully. And hopefully I get it right through without it going through the block. Get it nice and straight. Oh yeah, that's what the doctor ordered. I'm glad I didn't fill this full of spray foam yet. Okay, so that's run. Now I gotta try to get this dirty thing back in its spot here. And it's okay once you get her kind of rocking, but it is freaking heavy. It's turned off again, so no worries. Oh, that was an awful noise. Dirty thing, you can move better than that. I've seen it. Well, that's pretty good there, I guess. The hose is a little okay, I guess. Alright, I guess we can go in and figure out where we're gonna mount it. I guess I could. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Let me think about this. Maybe my plan's not gonna work here. Hang on. Gotta rethink. Oh yeah, I don't know. I was thinking it wasn't gonna work. I think this should work. See, again, I'm not a power guy, right? So I got this wire coming in from the electric. And that'll go and hook to now this guy. That'll go through to our switch, which will come through here. And I'll start the white to come back, and then the white will have to go in to where this guy is here. And then the ground can get grounded, I guess, right down with the ground wires down here. If I can somehow schwinzel that under there now. Actually, I have to lower this thing just a little bit here. It's a little better. Okay. That one's not being held too well though. See, they got one size bigger over here and it's too big for both of the wires, so I'm not really liking that. But I don't think I can get them both in the same one here. Maybe I can. That's just being rude to me. Okay, should stay there, that'll work. That's a little better. Okay, so yeah, that plan of mine should work. The white will go into here then. That's going to make it kind of confusing. I wish you could buy it, with two blacks inside of it. But you can't. Those two got to get joined. So I can probably join them just with a wire nut. I think I got some nuts here. Let's do that right now, maybe then. So we'll get this guy paired off. I have to cut them. That guy bared off. That might be too big of a wire nut. Oh, well that doesn't help when there's no Dewey inside. No wonder it wouldn't work. That might work better with the Dewey inside of it. A little metal Dewey in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. You want to twist these until they start to twist the two wires together. That should be good there. And we got to get this ground wire around here somehow. Oh, you dirty thing. Really? There. Now I need this Dewey. Just unloosen the ground strap Dewey. I like to get it underneath, but anywhere she'll fit will work. Oh, I just don't have the fingers for this stuff, you know. There. That should be okay. Now we just gotta put another end dewey on there. Sometimes I waste an end dewey just for an experiment, but you know, it happens. Happens. These silly little connectors don't seem like enough. They're not very thick. Apparently that's all she requires. Now that's confusing, so what I might do is... Good. What I might do is... sort of color them black. Okay, that should be hopefully super awesome to go there. I can probably put this guy back on and he'll stay on all the time now. That's good. All right, I think that's good. We just got this box here. Didn't do anything in there, so pardon me, everything should be still good in there. And we'll zip this thing closed. And away we go. Sweet. Hey, we gotta go inside and do some wiring. Okay, I decided to run it up just beside my bench here, right up through there. Oh man, I'm almost out of battery. 23 minutes, that's not good. Well, I'll do a little bit here and then we'll have to juice her, I guess, a little bit, because I've got a little bit more to do yet. So I don't have one of the little holders for this type of box. Doesn't look like any of the other boxes got them anyways. So what I do have, I'm really hoping I don't hit that. Could run it through a piece of that stuff. Oh, that might work too. Actually, it's not exactly, I guess, to code, but it'll prevent me from hitting it. I could probably trim this a bit too. Oh crap, it's got a screen in it. Not anymore. Except I put it on the wrong way. I think that's just going to be kind of funny. I guess I could have trimmed my cable there a little bit. I don't need this much, but like I say, it's easier to get her all lined up and get her set and then trim it. There! It's maybe not professional, but hey, I think she'll work. Okay, so I'm just going to trim her a little shorter. Ooh. Well, that was interesting because the circuit breaker was off. Now, I didn't get zapped. That was a little scary. That's why I'm not an electrician. Anyways, hopefully everything's all right. Hopefully I didn't just fry something. Nice little light show anyhow. It's funny, maybe there was I don't know, hopefully I didn't just fry something in the compressor. That is why I don't like doing electric work. I didn't get fried enough. I'm good. I'm good. Well, that kind of sucks that I don't have something to hold this in there, but I guess the switch will hold her. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking about it now. I maybe turned the wrong breaker off. Oops. My bad. I turned the one off I thought that I was going to put it in, and he put it in a different one. I think maybe that's what happened. Well, give me a minute or two here. We'll see. Everything's going to be all right here now. Okay, we got our switch. So the black we want to go to the bottom. That's why I don't like working with this stuff much. They had never been schooled in any of it, right? We didn't really do this in school, so. It's all been trial and zappy error, I guess we'll say. I'm looking for my box of tricks here. These little guys. They're really nice for making that little loop. Okay, switch. Switch! That is on, so we want to put this guy on this way. Of course, wrong size. Wrong size again. Hang on, I gotta get another Dewey. Okay. That'll go on there. Okay. Just before I this thing up right solid. Turn that off there. I'm gonna go turn everything back on out there and see if it's gonna work. All right, well, just before we fire that thing up again, hopefully, I want to get this guy unloaded and brought inside for the weekend. Look at that, even got plywood stuffed in beside him. I had plywood left over from my funeral, so I just left it out there right beside. Actually, it's a weird story. I did the big funeral the other day, and these people called and asked me about burying cremated remains. They wanted to buy a new plot. I'm like, okay. She's like, well, is it anywhere near my parents back there? I'm like, we could bury a cremation with the parents. Really? We were told we couldn't do that. I'm like, yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna put these ramps up while I'm talking here. I'm like, yeah, we can do that. Oh, well, that was his wish, to be buried with Mom. I'm like, well, let's do that then. So she's like, oh, I want to do it. We want to do it Thursday. Is that okay? I'm like, no, because I've got the one right beside Thursday, and that's going to be kind of inconvenient for both parties. I don't know what it is with funerals lately. This year was right beside each other, like holy cow, at the same time. But anyways, they ended up picking today anyways, so I'm like, that's good. That'll work. So that's what we did. But the funny part of the story is, I had to actually just looked up this plot that these people wanted to bury in, the cremation, today's, to find out how many graves they own, because I couldn't find the cornerstones for the grave beside. So I'm like, oh, they have 2 graves. So I talked to her like 10 minutes after I looked this up, and she's like, oh, blah, 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 in St. James section. I'm like, really? Yeah. And I told her the story, and she's like, well, that is weird. I'm like, yeah, I just looked that up. That's weird. But anyways, yeah, that was a weird story. Weird story. I'm going to show you why I need to build some new ramps here, which I think is going to be my next-ish kind of priority. Next-ish kind of priority. Did I leave the key in it? I did. See if she'll smoke for it. I'm going to warm it good this time. Oh, wrong way. 1 week out, 4 week out, 9 week out. That should be good. Okay, it looks like maybe our springs are, well, they got a little arch back in them, not a whole lot. Poor things. They're pretty stiff, rigid springs anyways, but I don't know. I can't really change them too much, you know. I could maybe put a helper in there with them, but that I don't have. So this one here looks like it's maybe a little more stressed than it should be. She's a little, well, it's got a bit of arch. That one seems not too bad. This one's maybe got a little hurt. Oh crap. Oh well, she's not new now. So I was planning on shooting on some primer onto these things here. But oh man, this one must have been sitting a while. She needs a good mix. So give me a minute. I'll give her a shake. Well, that's all I'm going to do for him. I think that should help the rest a little bit. Anyways, let's see if this thing's going to work here. Oh boy, I hope I didn't fry something. Ready, set. Don't you hate it when old BILLSTMAXX leaves you with a cliffhanger like that? Oh, that is so mean. I even hate myself for that. But anyways, I guess we'll see if she'll turn on Monday or not. See if she's good to go, or if we just totally fried the whole thing by my mistake, my bad. That's why I'm not an electrician. I can know enough to get me a little past, and that's about it. But anyways, I'm a kind of guy that knows a little bit about everything, but not a lot about everything. I think that's right. Maybe that's not even right. I don't know. I know a little bit about everything. I know a little bit about everything, but I don't know a lot about everything. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know. Something like that. But anyways, cliffhanger. Oh, you guys hate cliffhangers. I know you hate cliffhangers. That's why I do it. But anyways, Farmer Sim Saturday is up and ready for tomorrow. Flying, I'm going to try to get something up sometime through now-ish. Hopefully today or tonight-ish too. We'll just see how everything's going. I had to run down to the city last night to exchange my cable modem again. Frickin' Wi-Fi on it was just totally horrible. And took it back. I told you, do you guys have anything other than this frickin' Hytron crap? Oh no, that's the only company that we're affiliated with. I'm like, figures. We dropped Cisco because they were garbage. I'm like, I don't know about that. I think I like the Cisco stuff better than I like your garbage Hytron stuff. But anyways, whatever. So that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed her. I hate leaving you with cliffhangers. You know I do, but not really. But anyways, I'll let you know Monday what happened there. If she went or not. We might have to go to Princess Auto again. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, for Sunday, I don't have anything for Sunday for you yet, as in video-wise, so I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I do, maybe. Some World of Tanks. How about that? Me getting hammered World of Tanks. So far, one good battle out of like 4 battles. I just totally get hammered in that game. I explain it all while I'm playing. So anyways, that's it for me. I better get rocking. I got a lot of editing to do with this, and we'll catch you Monday. Maybe we have to load up a compressor, take her back. Who knows? Ooh.